Hi everybody, Brendan Dennehy here, founder of the Fatherhood Programme and author of the book Fed, Funded and Ferried, A Father's Guide to Happy Children. Here at the Fatherhood Programme we celebrate the joy of fatherhood and all things paternal, and we love mums too. I've been away for a while, no excuses to making that other than that I'm writing a second book which I hope to bring out shortly. So apologies for that, and I'm back to you. It's actually St. Patrick's Day here in Cork in Ireland. It's St. Patrick's week and we're not having any parade, obviously enough. Everybody's knee deep in the whole COVID-19 situation. I'm not doubting for a moment that it's a difficult time for a lot of the people, but some of you who've been on my program will always be aware that I've a big belief in adopting a certain mindset, most especially when times are difficult. And if you're ever looking for difficult times, I think we've just landed in them, whether we're aware of it or not. What does one do at difficult times like this? On the Fatherhood Programme, we often talk about this concept of having a growth mindset, and that's very challenging when all about you seems to be going in the opposite direction. But that's when your resilience and maybe your true self will come out, will emerge. And especially as parents, I think, and I've seen young families about here, out and about walking, which is a wonderful thing. I have a great philosophy and a great line, and it's something like that: oh, we should always look at times like this to what we can do, not what we can't do. And we're always being told other things we can't do, which is fair enough for the times we're in, like social isolation and washing your hands and so on and so forth. I accept all of that, and we have to go with that good hard science. It'll keep us safe. But beyond that, let's look at what we can do. And there's so much we can do. And most of what we can do lays between your own ears and in your own life and in your own world. We have a control over a lot more things than maybe we heretofore thought was true. I, for instance, have been talking a long time about keeping a diary and writing positive affirmations. And what I do in the mornings and the evenings, and we're human, we kind of fall off the wagon a little bit. We try to develop good habits and we forget, but let's not beat ourselves up about that. So I've started writing 3 wins for today, and in the evenings, in the mornings I write 3 wins for today, and then in the evenings I write 3 things that I want to go well the following day. And there's a tremendous power, whether you're aware of it or not, in actually writing things down. When you look at governments that write constitutions and business people who write business plans, I would say to you, especially in this difficult time, why don't you write stuff that you want to happen down as well? You'll be amazed at the power of that. And it's a very simple and elegant little exercise. You can share it with others or you don't have to. So the other thing we're talking about too is well-being. And boy, has well-being just jumped right in front and centre. There are no guarantees in life, are there? But the only control that we have now, right now, is maybe our own intimate little space, be it our home, our apartment, maybe even our back garden. And there's so much you can do within that. So in terms of your physical well-being, you can do press-ups, you can do burpees, you can runs on the spot. Especially if you have younger kids in the house, they'll keep you going with this stuff all day long. And here's another one that I've started adopted lately as well, is cool showers. I'm slow to say cold showers, but a cooler shower has all measure of physiological benefits as well. My wife is laughing at me behind the camera. There's no way she's taking a cold shower. But these are all things we can do, and I'm hoping to make these videos a little bit more regular, if not just to maybe bring a little bit of joy and sunshine into the world. I've been ringing my brother. The extraordinary thing about this time is that everybody's in the same soup together. And there is a certain comfort in that. And so people need to be well. And well-being is infectious. And so that neighbour in the past that you may not have said hello to on the street, it's time to, doff the cap in that direction. Maybe there's somebody you're in a family member that you're maybe at odds with. Now is the time to kind of pick up the phone and say, listen, forget about all of that. Is there anything I can do to help? A crisis, brings a great opportunity as well for lots of us. And I think this is going to make us all a little bit humble, which maybe is no bad thing, and a little bit more grateful, which is a hugely important concept. It's so important to be grateful, especially at a difficult time like this, when it's maybe harder to achieve. So I'm committing to sending out these videos more regularly than I would have been in the past. And I'm also saying to you that if you have anything you'd like me to speak to, or you think might be helpful coming from this source, I'd be delighted to speak to that as well. And if you have any comments or advice that you might give me, I'm open to that as well. Click on the link below and give me a shout. And so from a rather typically dull grey Patrick's Week in Ireland, let the message go to the world that it's still a great world. We still have friendships, we still have family and loved ones. It's a difficult time, but there's no question but that it'll pass. I believe it will, and I hope you do too. So thanks for watching, and always remember, in terms of our parenting and our children, that we're all good enough. Thanks for watching.